WWBD, WWBD, Becky the patron saint. You are trying to summon Becky, as in like, what would Becky do? WWBD in this situation. Would she sweaty palmed and red eye? Would she wonder if something as simple as this? I have a flat tire in the suburbs in Mukilteo with expired tags. Make her call her kids and tell them she loves them, maybe for the last time. Hey guys, I know you think it's trivial, but Mama's here in Mukilteo in the suburbs, and I've got expired tags and a flat tire. If I don't get to talk to you again, I just want you to know I love you. Make her pray to the moon for more light and less waning. Make her wish a quick blue eyes and pretty blonde hair, red lips, and the side of my uncle went to the police academy too. WWBD, WWBD, Becky Patriot. So you make her a patron saint. Pray to Becky for your safety. Pray when the cops come that Becky mount you and speaks to the officers in her tongue. May she possess your face. Turn it anything but a black woman. Turn it a hand on a Tuesday. Please save me from the bony hands of my own ancestors' children. Save me from this simple stop. Michelle Obama, I just love her so much too. I love her so much. The women held coffee with Lululemon sweaters dangling like static or hair or flaccid things or participles while they joked and cooed over Michelle Obama. And they must have said classy and strong and classy and strong and classy and strong and humble and smart and classy and intelligent next to you a million times. Never even said good morning, hi, hello, go to hell. Never think of you in that way. Never know you talk about Michelle as if they are on a first name basis with her. As if she's gonna come over and go shopping. Talk about, oh, it must be hard to raise black girls in white America and what that might be like. She and her husband walked in a regular street in hoodies and sneaks. Never even look your way. Hi, hello, go to hell. And you think maybe strong or classy or strong or classy or he's when he's angry or jealous of Michelle Obama. You just come to realize you are not that kind of woman of color who will hang on any white person's wall with gold thumbtacks.
Before I have our last reader, I just want to make sure that there weren't any late comers who were on the list. Cedric is here. Okay, our next reader, to me, is inspired by the opportunity to be a poet, specifically for poetry. Write poetry as well.
As much as people try to sound like they don't care, some people think a black president will look out for the black lifestyle. A North Carolina woman on Ben Carson. When I was coming up rough, that wasn't even what you called it. That's why I smoke blunts now and run with alcoholics. Tupac, fuck the world. This is called Supremacy or the Black Lifestyle. 1, how to feed 6 kids. She doesn't know who hit her. They land where they land. Poor babies, they stroll about here and there. Petals they blow in the wind in their idle time. Anything is possible here. This is no poverty of programming the way they stud themselves with wifeys. No one compels the Holocaust in their volitions. The herd is cold behind those fences. Not everyone is going to make it. 2, black blood courses with hemophilias, counts time in sickled cells, all manner of heritable conditions keloid the American skin. Over the red line, my brother laid me down, says, "Fuck, I look like." Thanks, I should know better than come around looking like something to eat. Happened by when he was gaunt and emotional, bad life timing. Find him coached, always in pistol formation. My brother crosses the street slow, like he wants you to hit him. Mistakes his net worth for his value. Never was nettled by planes and towers. Wears his pants below his ass like an accusation. 3. You must be a superhero, an overcomer, the way you don't even come from what you came from. Just your steely resolve, unbroken legs, and joie de vivre, goading the want to and to get up and go that propels you toward pretentious subdivisions, the Harris Teeters with wine bars beyond beltways. Even we aspire to the charter school beyond the terminus of the MARTA line. 4. Perhaps I can borrow your imperviousness. If I make it, can I have it retroactivated? Some radical reconstruction, at least an EMT who knows how we bleed in the absence of clotting agents, while we can still see the gauze in each other's eyes before my mouth freezes in applause and I gurgle more liberty over the corners of my lips, which are angled in your direction like greater than signs. There's a reference in this poem to Benjamin Tillman, a notorious segregationist governor, congressman from South Carolina. Here you say, after Cujo Goody Mob, I see the puritanical fundamentalist right wing running roughshod over new norms and black bodies. It's problematic, by which I mean it's fucked up, but I'm up for tenure and this is TV, not Facebook. I teach a queer studies course at INGU. In the first 2 weeks, we talk about Jesus' disciples. I mean, come on, right? And rap videos featuring posse scenes from the early 90s. In grad school, a macro-aggressive professor gave me 2 A's, though he and I got into it over affirmative action, and he took to calling me pitchfork. We had a vigil on the quad and used cardstock for flyers. There's this sort of way in which one uses language to secure agreement without completely making the case right. I mean, am I actually right, or am I claiming I've made the case before I've made a case by way of reflection? Of course it's moral, I just said it was progressive. Liberal versus conservative, women's health care versus pro-life, really they're false dichotomies, to the extent that the latter in each of those preceding dichotomies is quite false. Your rhetoric is divisive. Divisive? Divisive. Get an advanced degree. You'll come to drop that pronunciation of Harriman. It's problematic. Our ability to use supersedes the other sides. We see your sanctity of the ballot and raise you an undocumented worker. We don't want to fall into this really sort of abject apathy whereby we effectively mistake toleration for tolerance. It can't tolerate it. All opinions be peer reviewed. I think we'd all agree on that. Raise your hand if you disagree. The eye has it. You know, and let's talk about breathing, right? Because there's this way in which it's become a sort of trope, right? You know, something we do because we have to as far as we need to live. And it's very patriarchal, I think, in its way, breathing, I mean. And I hope to live long enough to see people moving beyond the traditional respiration model to perhaps an older, less oppressive one. Osmosis. You know, I really see us hurtling headlong into an era several million years of evolution away. And be clear, we're talking paradigm shifts the size of Ferris and not hamster wheels, let me just tell you. I go into more detail in my weekly Woke Up Like This column for HuffPuff, but I think we really need to speak into the silences and create safe spaces to push back against this critique that's out there that says we're out of touch, which I wholeheartedly disagree with. This really sort of devastatingly insists idea that I, as some have alleged, personify such a caricature beyond a shadow of a doubt. You know, as long as it's not puritanical, fundamentalist, patriarchal, Amish, churchy, you could slap my mama. There may be some value in these ideological orientations. It's just that some other PhD, maybe one from Liberty or Wheaton or Grove City, can go looking for it, while I get tenure at a school whose professors actually appear on NPR and MSNBC. As my partner likes to say, more marriage, less guns. One thing we can't do as general practice is limit freedom to valorize optimal practices. How do you objectively assess a value judgment when the objective is personal utopia? What good is knowledge that doesn't confirm a bias? I take offense to the notion that I predetermine the conclusion without data, but with all due respect, I know what I'm looking for. A bigot is a person who strongly and unfairly dislikes other people and ideas, someone who's obstinate or intolerant in devotion to his or her own opinions and prejudices. I'm an agnostic, of course, but for the grace of little g, God, go I.
So, our very last reader for this evening is me. But I'm going to do some OPP, some other people's poetry.
There you go.
And I'm going to read Langston Hughes' poem. Langston's birthday was the beginning of this month. We have been celebrating Langston at poetry venues throughout the city and will continue to do so. In fact, there is a reading of The Weary Blues at Busboys and Poets 14th and B tomorrow at 9 p.m. With a full jazz band. And it's free, only $3, as we like to say. So I'm going to close with a poem by Langston. But before I do that, I do need to say a final word on the matter. I am so Canem that my baby daddy is also a Canem fellow. And our daughter is going to be born in April, National Poetry Month. I'm not saying that means I win, I'm just saying I'm Canem. So this is Brother Langston, Dream Variations. To fling my arms wide in some place of the sun, to whirl and to dance till the white day is done, then rest at cool evening beneath a tall tree, while night comes on gently, dark like me. That is my dream. To fling my arms wide in the face of the sun, dance, whirl, whirl, till the quick day is done, rest at pale evening, a tall, slim tree, night coming tenderly, black like me. Brother Langston. So, that's it. Thanks for coming. This fantastic event and for being our Thank you to Howard University, Dana, Sharon, and Celeste, WHUT, thank you, all the CC fellows who read tonight, and yourselves. Give everybody a round of applause. Please visit the CC website for more information about Canem and all events and programming coming up. Sign up on the Canem mailing list if you have not done so. Enjoy my hometown. Enjoy AWP. Have a few shots at 3 a.m. for me if you can. And home safe. My name is Katie Ritchie. Good night, everybody.
That's